Всем привет, с вами Самый. И сегодня мы будем проходить Зов Ктулху. Детективное агентство Пирса. Бостон. Эдвард Пирс, ветеран Первой мировой войны, пытается заглушить свои воспоминания алкоголем и снотворным. Он стал частным детективом, но никак не может найти дело, способное вывести его из апатии. Пирс должен как можно скорее найти нового клиента, иначе рискует потерять лицензию. Глава 1. Безумие есть благо. Богам смешны попытки людей сохранить рассудок перед лицом неизбежной смерти. Ух, йоу. Какой-то мы задницы появились. Керосиновая лампа. Так, куда нам? Наверное, в лодочку. Что за фигня? последуешь за мной. Бесполезно сопротивляться неизбежному. Да никуда я за тобой не последую. Какое отвратительное подношение. Не сопротивляйся. Ты был избран. Смотри. Все предназначено заранее. Но может быть, ты попытаешься изменить свою судьбу. Что за фигня? Тут приснится ж такое. Ненавижу виски. Так. Так.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Так, да вырубись. Ой, как хорошо. Фу, блин. А подожди ты.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Так, Пирса. Так, врач может сколько угодно отвезти, что лекарство от воспоминаний, не больше. Нужно на историю вернуться. Так, бухать не будем.
I'm listening.
Слушай, вы Эдвард Пирс, частный детектив, работающий на детективное агентство войны?
That's correct.
Да, все верно. Добрый день, мистер Пирс. Я Люси Шерф из отдела кадров агентства Уэнто. Я звоню вам потому, что у нас возникла проблема с вашим досье. Пожар уничтожил часть наших документов.
Is that right?
Неужели? Простите за беспокойство, но мне придется заново записать ваши персональные данные. Ох, я... Так, очки персонажа. Так. Так, оккультизма сделаем. Медицины сделаем. Сломать замок. Так, это у нас что? Поиск отражает вашу способность находить спрятанные предметы. Развивает. Это повышает шанс найти скрытый объект. Найденный предмет не будет появляться в игре. О, как. Красноречие определяет вашу способность оказывать влияние на тех, с кем вы общаетесь. Развитие это она повышает вероятность успешного убеждения или во время разговора. Так. Сила отражает ваши способности. Развитие это она повышает шанс успешно выбить дверь или сломать какой-то механизм, а также применить... Ага. Также ваши познания в этого развития. Она увеличивает шанс верно определить дозу лекарства, поставить диагноз или разобраться в медицинской проблеме. Так, оккультизм, а также ваши познавания в оккультах. Так, это у нас что? Психология. Психология, также ваше понимание человеческой натуры. Развитие это она повышает шанс с помощью анализа различных предметов. Давай вот это. Да.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
В чем дело? Как вы знаете, мы стараемся тщательно отслеживать успехи наших исполнителей. И мы заметили, что вы стали брать меньше дел.
Work is scarce.
Работы мало. Мистер Пирс, вы не хуже меня знаете, что сейчас работы для детектива больше, чем когда
But
было
are those
до него.
cases worth it?
Вы имеете в виду скучные интересные дела? Зато они помогут вам не лишиться работы. Если хотите остаться у нас, докажите, что вы приносите агентству пользу. Да иди ты. Нафиг.
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Сам ты пьяница.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Вас здесь никто не держит,
Do
сэр.
you know to whom
Вы
you
знаете, с кем вы
speak?
говорите?
Stephen Webster, industrialist.
Стивен
and
нравится,
architect.
промышленник и коллекционер
All of
предметов
Boston
искусства.
Tell me, Mr.
Скажите, мистер
Pierce,
Пирс.
are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a
Вы
deadbeat
способны раскрыть
inebriate?
дело, или вы просто
If you
никчемный
come to me,
пьяница? Должно быть, вы в
it means
отчаянии, раз
yes.
пришли ко мне.
Nobody believes me.
Мне никто
They
не
take me
верит,
for an
меня
old
называют
fool.
старым дураком.
Sarah, my little girl,
Сара, моя дорогая девочка, погибла.
she is dead. Even you must know of
Даже
her.
вы наверняка не
She
слышали.
was
Sarah
Sarah
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
The painter?
Художница?
Yes.
Да, ее все
Everyone
знают.
knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her
Полиция
family.
обвиняет ее в убийстве
They all
семьи.
died in a
Они все
fire.
погибли во время пожара.
Sarah,
Сара, ее
her
муж и
husband,
мой внук Саймон.
And Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything.
Я ничем не
for a
могу
woman
помочь
who's
женщине,
already dead.
которая уже мертва.
Find out the truth.
Выясните
They
правду.
say she
Говорят,
was
она
mad,
была
but I
безумна,
know
но я
that's a
точно
lie.
знаю, что это ложь.
She would never have done such
Она
a
бы
thing.
никогда не сделала ничего
But if you
подобного.
have no
Но если у вас нет
I've
доказательств,
brought all that I
я принес все,
have.
что мне удалось
Look,
собрать. Смотрите.
I want you to look
Я хочу, чтобы вы
carefully
внимательно
at this
посмотрели
painting.
на эту картину и высказали свое мнение.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Ух, ё, что за
What am
фигня?
I supposed to find?
Tell
Мне ни
me,
о чем. Эту
tell
картину
me if this
написал
is the work
безумец.
of madness. Or if, on
Или
the
напротив,
contrary,
вы
you
видите
manage
здесь
to
некую
detect
логику,
some
рациональное
logic, a
зерно, которое
rationality to
может
follow so that I may
и
understand
мне
it.
понять ее.
Is that all
Это
you
все,
want
что
from
вам
me?
от меня нужно?
Yes,
Да,
please.
будьте
Alright.
любезны. Хорошо, я
look at
взгляну
the
на вашу картину.
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a
Those
file on your
картина.
desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Так. Ага.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling
Фаниловый
of
старый
dread it carries.
красой одновременно называют ощутимым.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Так.
Rather thin.
Таинственная этикетка. Угу.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you
Мисс,
make
что вы
of
думаете об
these
этом деле?
elements?
там, где
Darkwater.
жила.
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
Какие
I
видения?
never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
Склад 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Так, остров какой-то. Научный труд.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston,
Так, темные
but I've
воды.
never heard of it. According to this book,
Населено
it was often
с
mentioned during whale
до сих пор
hunting
можно
times
найти
at the end of the
множество следов
19th century,
пропавших времени, но пусть.
but it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Ну что, погнали. Пирс взял дело Хокинсов. Проклятую художницу обвиняют в том, что она устроила пожар, который убил ее вместе со всей семьей. Единственная улика — страшная картина, которую она отправила отцу. На транспортной этикетке был указан адрес склада, расположенного в доках острова Даркуотер. Именно с этого места Пирс и начал расследование. Ну, погнали. Чем-то тут нечистым попахивает. И тот, мне кажется, что-то не договорил. Давай, давай, подгружайся. Погнали. Фокус, home, detention, и начинаем на...
We're almost there.
Мы почти на месте.
Stay on board.
Оставайся на борту.
There's
Сейчас
guys
ребята
coming to
разгрузятся.
unload. Welcome to Darkуотер.
Добро пожаловать на
Island,
остров
Mr.
Драуку,
Pierce.
мистер Пун.
Why, thank you.
Что ж, спасибо, капитан Филд.
So, what wind
Так, что
brought
за
you?
ветер принес тебя сюда?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything?
Дело Хокинсов о чем-то вам говорит?
A sad
Печальная
story.
история, которую мы все хотим поскорее забыть.
Charles Hawkins may have been a
Чарльз
landlord,
Хокинс не был моряком, но он был хорошим человеком.
and his wife.
А его
Сара
жена,
Хокинс.
Сара Хокинс,
Nice
милая
young
девушка и великая
woman.
художница. Какая-то трагедия.
You know what? Go have a
Знаешь
drink
что,
of the
иди
stranded
выпей
whale. What you
Титана
need is a
Мили.
good pick-me-up.
Тебе не помешает что-нибудь
Mitchell may not be
тонизирующее.
very welcoming, but his bar holds a
Митчелли, может быть,
surprise
и не
for
самый
you.
гостеприимный
As for
человек
me,
в мире.
you'll find me at
Что
the
ж,
harbor
для меня я
master's
буду в своем
office.
кабинете.
If it's the Hawkins family
Если
that
сюда
brings
тебя
you
привела
here,
Симхо, у
I
меня
have a
есть
pile of
кипа документов,
documents
которые
that
тебя
should interest you.
заинтересуют.
Understood.
Понятно, я пойду
I'm going
осмотрю
for a look
дока.
around the docks.
Так, ты кто?
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, Please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Takahawanan bar.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Сухой закон. Погнали. Ты чё делаешь, а? А, утырок. Вот так тебе.
Hey, be careful.
Правильно ему. О,
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah? Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
Опять.
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
А, ясно.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
О, на судьбу.
That'll be all for now.
Так. Так. Так, надо будет к тому сейчас пойти сходить. Тут бабенция какая-то странная.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
А, не хочешь? Ах ты. Тебя бы долбануть бы чем-нибудь по черепушке. Она что-то знает.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Так. Ага, вот. За что-то они говорят. Сейчас мы посмотрим.
The miraculous catch.
Так, чудесный
Apparently,
улов.
the most significant event of the
Очевидно,
last
самое
80
значительное
years.
событие за последние 80 лет. Угу. Ясно. Так, а ты кто у нас?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Короче, странно. Так, это алкашня. С тем мы потрендили. Пойдем. теперь мы пойдем вон в офис сходим. Так, не, мы сначала узнаем, что у нас там.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
There's nothing for you here
Come
either.
on, you bastard.
Beat it.
You'll see what a true sailor's got in his
Ага,
belly.
не пускают. Ясно. Не хотят по-хорошему. Ну ладно, пойдем сейчас к этому сходим. Что у него? Документы какие есть?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about
Что
this
скажет
woman
капитан
and
об
cat.
этом Кэт? Условия нашего соглашения однозначны. Держите своих людей под контролем. Не задирайте нас. Мы вам не по зубам. И не утверждайте себя ответом на это сообщение. Просто заплатите курьеру, Кэт. О как.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Так, 1800, еще несколько цифр. Прочее содержание документа аккуратно Но интересно, кому потребуется скрывать эту информацию. О! А вон он пошел. Я думал, он уже телепортировался куда-то.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
Второй том. Так, якась вонялка. Так, здесь у нас нема ничего. Так. А, мы не лазим.
This man and Fitzroy could be
Это человек и
twins.
Пирсы, похожие словно близнецы. А, ничего. Так. Похожий на человека. Ага, на капитана похож. Так, а что у нас здесь? А здесь у нас нифига.
What a macabre souvenir.
Какой мрачный сувенир. Нога. Больше ничего нема у нас здесь.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Склад.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
Полицейский. Ага.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy. Captain of... Leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Так. Так, улики. Так, Пирс. Ага. Очки опыта у нас есть. О, и... Угу. Есть такое дело. Так. И пойдем потихонечку. Так, проникнуть на склад. О, уже.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Так, а ты кто у нас?
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Mm-hmm. О, два чела стоят.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Да, увидимся когда-нибудь. Так. Он какой-то сидит, хмырь. А, с тобой нельзя потеребонькать. О, а ты ловишь. А вон статуя какая-то, за которую они говорили.
Damnation. I broke it. St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Так, замок мы не можем вскрыть. Ясно. Мы сюда не поднимаемся, не? Так, нам надо на склад сходить. А ну-ка. Просто.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Да увидимся, алкашня.
Come on, you could tell me.
No,
Who's this guy?
no idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Так, он не прыгает. Так, вот, опять этот мент. Детей не пускают.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Этот тоже не хочет трындеть.
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Ага, тут нема никого. Отлично.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Так, о. Рычаг. Так, это у нас...
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Так, лебедка. Ага.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Ага.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Отлично.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
как нам туда забраться? Отлично.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Ну а как мне крутить? Мы там поставили. Но как мне прокрутить его? Чё он не крутит его? А ну, иди сюда.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I shall take my leave.
Что-то мы пропустили еще. Чего-то мы еще забыли. Ага. Тут поставили тарантайку. Так, неужели я что-то там пропустил? Ну-ка, сейчас мы... Ну-ка, сейчас мы сходим, наверное, к капитану. Ого.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Давно мы сделали.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Так, а ну-ка, может сейчас он будет крутить. Да, я уже сам догадался про туннель. Отлично. Колесо.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Да, вот сейчас вроде бы все.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Давай, крути.
Ugh.
Фу, какая боль. Что за фигня? Ух, едишь его в пень. Что за фигня? Что за нафиг? Что за глюки? Едишь его налево.
This is primitive. Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Что за жуть?
It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Так, что у нас больше тут нема ничего.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Так. Угу. Дневник. Я обратил... Ага. Улики. Пирс. Так, 4 опыта у нас есть. Ага. Подтвердим. Все, у нас больше здесь нема ничего. Наверное, не. Сматываемся отсюда.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under you.
Вариант. Позу мы не ставим перед ним.
Her again.
О, это. Дурочка.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on,
какая.
keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Какая твоя территория? Твоя территория возле толчка.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
О, как. Надо же. Вот это поворот. Сад вокруг особняка Хокинсов. Пирс мог пробраться на склад, место которое оказалось заброшенным. Скрывало несколько тайн. Тут явно кто-то недавно жил. Кроме того, обнаружилась частично обгоревшая картина. Во время осмотра Пирса прервал констебль Брэдли, и детектив убедил его присоединиться к расследованию. Констебль хочет отвезти сыщика в особняк Хокинсов. Глава 3. Конечно, сейчас мы... Оба, а вот и улыбочка. Вот про этого они говорили тогда. Что она ему улыбку сделала на левой щеке.
Well, here we are. Hawkins
Что ж, мы
mansion.
пришли. Особняк Хокинсов. Чем-то тут нечистым попахивает.
The place has
Нечистым.
been abandoned since
Это
the
место
fire.
после пожара заброшено.
There's only
Здесь
old
живет только
Winchester
старый
in his hut.
Винчестер в этой хижине. Так. Ну все, на этом мы заканчиваем. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Не забываем подписываться на канал. Ставим лайки. Всем пока.